Welcome, Walnut. I'm Lara, but you can call me Laz, your host for Walnut Wednesday. This is your reminder to be brave, be yourself, and know that you can make the world a better place just by what you decide today. Here, I'm going to share my weekly walnuttings with you on a Wednesday. Hello, Walnutters, me Les here for another episode of Walnut Wednesday. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Let me know how you are. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your year. Let me know how you're getting on as well. My walnutting this week is just a little bit of reflection, and it's since my condition and obviously my journey with having a little baby, I I have reflected on this is an extension of the idea that I feel like I have been a shit friend. And me and Geordie were talking when we were right in the newborn trenches, saying like, oh my God, we have been such horrible friends because because we were the last of our couples to have a baby-ish. That when they had newborns, we would go around there and I'd bring a bottle of wine and would say, you do your own thing, and just not realizing how hard it is, how tiresome it is, how like difficult it is to just have people over, even if you're ebony quotes chill about everything. We're like, oh my God, we're such bad friends. The next person to have a baby, we're going to be so different, and because we've lived it now. But you don't know what you don't know, right? And but this is sort of an extension of just feeling like I am a dumb friend on reflection. And it stemmed from I had a lunch date with some old friends who are divine and delicious, and I love them till the day I die. But I was running late. I'm still figuring out how to do timing and do life because I had to do nappy change and but time it, I'm still just struggling with the maths of timing and being on time for stuff. And because you in the episode where I talked about like the mom math, working backwards and then to be ready at a certain time with all the stuff. It's really funny. Geordie doesn't get this. So I think it's just like a mum thing, as well as like a female thing, as well as like all the D's, OCD, ADD, that I feel like I'm not diagnosed for that are mild areas of, I don't know. I feel like all us girlies will get it, right? Apologies. Kevin's patrolling. If you could hear the barking picking up on the microphone. Um, So I was late for a lunch and I had messaged saying that I am running late. And um I was using the ebony quotes excuse of like I just still don't know how to do time and get places on time with this new thing. But on my way there, I realized I actually am always late or have an issue with when I catch up with this particular group, which made me feel really bad. And it reminds me of even though it's been a long time since I've written Walnut Wednesday, the book, but of a section in there where I talked about prioritizing the sunshine and rainbow friends. And I just started to go, oh my gosh, I'm realizing that, yeah, it's not because I'm getting this new way of life and trying to understand timing and stuff. I'm literally always like there's always a thing with these guys. So as I was sitting there explaining like, oh my God, and I was all flustered and I was like, sorry, I still don't know how to do timings. I was like, actually, I am always late, aren't I? Even before my condition, even before little Louis, I was always late. I was always a scatterbrain. I always had a thing. I always had something on. Um, that made me be the one of the group that's always got a thing and is always a bit skittish. Whereas I know myself in different circumstances or with different groups to be the one that is on time, organizing the entire thing, all the people pleaser things. And it made me feel really, really awful because this particular group that I'm always scatterbrainy for, um, it's kind of like, what am I trying to say? I'm calling myself out here. I'm calling myself out for being for just, yeah, not prioritizing the sunshine and rainbows, like in that section of my book, where I wanted to make a real effort to prioritize the sunshine and rainbows. And it's a little bit like how how I well, not how I how you treat a family member, like so it's a really twisted way of a compliment because it means I feel really safe to be myself, to be able to be scatterbrained and know that I will be forgiven and know that the love is just there and it's just this unspoken thing of it's not an issue. Whereas with the other ones where I'm always just so rigid and uptight and on time and being the organizer and feeling let down by other people, that's the people pleasing trying to be this person, whereas where I am a little bit, what's the word, is it slack? It's not really slack, but do you know what I mean? I'm a little bit more at ease, refreshed. I don't have to like be this, I don't have to be the one, be the thing. So I suppose it's kind of like a backhanded compliment because I can totally be myself. But what I'm trying to get at with this episode is I would like to try, and I have been in my whole walnut journey, try to flip that switch of putting the effort where it's due. And I know we've talked about this a lot over the years, Walnut, but um I have noticed that I have started letting go of being the organizer and being the thing, and that comes with all of the little people pleasery ties of feeling like ugh, but also just realizing if I'm not the organizer or the person that does the things in that particular circumstance and they don't get done at all, like, and then things don't happen, then they don't happen. And am I okay with that? In some cases, yeah, I'm sweet as with it. It's helping me choose my time and use my time wisely. But anyway, noticing that I'm not that person for that particular group that I did lunch with recently, has made me feel like shit. It's made me feel like, oh my God, I am the person that lets the people that do the organizing down. I am the person that is disappointing or annoying, or they probably don't even care and don't even bat an eyelid, because also what is so wonderful about my sunshine and rainbow friends is it is what it is. Sometimes we don't even need to say words. Sometimes we don't even need to show up or be there. Um, it's just this evergreen, always blossomed love for each other and this long-term friendship that is just such a treasured asset in my life. Uh, but I still feel really bad, and I still want to shine a light on calling myself out and acknowledging that this little reflection has reminded me that there are places where I want to prioritize and focus, and just giving me again that reminder to like keep going with the letting go of being that rigid, structured, um, micromanagey person for the places that don't deserve all of that extra little energy, and putting that into places that it's not the places that deserve it or don't deserve it, but just like that thing we talked about, I think in a few episodes with Kate as well, that giving the 100% where the 100% is given back, and then just giving the matching the energy input and output from the different spaces across our lives, Walnut. So I don't know, this is just on reflection, feel like a really crappy friend to the friends that hold hold me rather than me being the holder. Um, and wanting to put more eggs over in those baskets and put more of my time, because now my time even more so, Walnut, is so much more precious than before. And my energy gets that I'm like even more introverted and hermit than I ever have been, because I'm just always tired. And I'm tired because I'm always still learning. I'm always still going through stuff and doing milestones and things with this new life of mine. So yeah, I want to make sure I'm prioritizing and spending my energy wisely. And I'm getting older now. I can't be asked. I can't be asked working real hard for things where I don't get working real hard back. Um, and so yeah, it's just, I guess, a refocus. So I'm glad this has come up. I'm glad I have made myself feel like shit. Because it's kind of just like shined a little blowtorch fire up my butt to refocus on where I'm prioritizing my time and energy. So I hope this like sparks a little bubble up your butt and to do a little reflect, what's it called? Stock take on energy leaks throughout your life because we've got them in all areas, right? And yeah, let me know if it resonates. I hope you have a wonderful Walnut Wednesday and I will talk to you next week. Bye.